Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.
The first of our 3 Women's World Championship triple headers. Of course, the WBA Championship between Rachel Ball and Joreglina Guanini on Saturday night. Great opportunity, great fight. I want to thank Joreglina and her team as well for taking this fight at late notice after, of course, Ebony Bridges had to pull out with a shoulder injury. Great that Rachel still gets the opportunity to fight. This time, she comes out with a current world champion in Gianni, the current reigning IBF super flyweight world champion as well. Rachel, we'll start with you. I remember seeing you walking around fight camp, just getting the opportunity to fight in an 8-rounder. You couldn't believe it against Shannon Courtney. On Saturday night, you get a chance to challenge for your first world title.
Yeah, every time I keep hearing people say it, it gets more and more real. And it's still crazy, and I'm just so grateful to be here, and I really have took this with both hands. I've done everything I can, and I'm going to leave nothing in there on Saturday.
I know that, you're over the moon, to get this opportunity, and you still can't believe it. But at what point do you say to yourself, I've got it, I'm here, and I'm in the mix of so many great fights internationally, so many great fights domestically. You've got the Shannon Courtney rematch, you've got Ellie Scottney looked great, you had Amy Timlin in a brilliant fight with Carly Skelly at Super Bantamweight. This just opens the door to fight after fight after fight after fight if you can be crowned world champion on Saturday.
Yeah, it's a fantastic time to be a part of women's boxing. There's loads of fantastic girls coming through, and it's an honour to be on this card with these incredible women as well. Now it's time to live up to those expectations and step up and deliver.
I guess your fight with Shannon was all action. Everybody loved it as well. Can we expect to see the same thing on Saturday? And do you feel the pressure? We know that there's still the naysayers of women's boxing who, they want to be proved wrong. Do you feel that pressure to go into entertain, or is that just the style of Rachel Ball and it's what you're going to do and go and grab this opportunity on Saturday? Do we expect another all-action performance?
Yeah, every time. Every time you expect an all-action fight. I felt that sometimes I did held back a little bit in the last fight, maybe because of the no crowds. So I expect even more this time. Absolute fireworks. I'm definitely going to deliver it.
And finally, just one question as well on one of your former foes, Katarina Thanders, who you boxed as well. Obviously a big disadvantage up at 9 stone 9 and this fight down at 8 stone 10, but all action as well, and a fight between her and Terry Harper should be a classic.
Yeah. After I fought Thanders, I was excited to think, Terry and Thanders could have that match one day. And I'm glad it's finally here, and I'm glad I can finally see it. They're both very, very good women, very, very decorated athletes, and I can't wait to see them tear it up in there.
Well, you might get a chance to watch that one after your fight. Joreglina, welcome. The new haircut. This is a big opportunity for you. Haven't boxed for a while. You are the reigning world champion as well, and a great time for women's boxing.
Primeramente, me gusta tu corte de pelo y obviamente es una gran oportunidad para ti. Ya eres campeona del mundo y qué oportunidad estar aquí y pelear para esto.
Bueno, primeramente, muchas gracias por el corte de cabello. Para mí es una oportunidad muy importante. Y sobre todo estoy muy agradecida de tener esta oportunidad y espero poder dar lo mejor de mí.
So first and foremost, thanks for the compliments on my haircut. This is an incredible opportunity for me, and it's an opportunity that I'm really looking forward to. So I have to say, I'm really grateful for this.
You are a reigning world champion. You move up in weight. You face someone in Rachel Ball who is very, very tall. She's much taller than all her opponents we saw in her last fight as well. Are you ready for a fast-paced fight on Saturday?
Obviamente tu rival ha subido de peso o tú has subido de peso y ella es muy alta y normalmente es mucho más alta que todos los rivales que ha tenido. ¿Estás lista para esto y también la rapidez de ella?
Bueno, yo sé que soy chiquitita. Siempre me han tocado rivales altas, no tan altas como Rachel. Pero creo que estoy preparada para enfrentarme a cualquier boxeadora de cualquier tipo.
So it's true that I know I'm pretty small. I mean, I've been smaller than all the opponents that I've faced. I've probably never fought somebody as tall as Rachel, but I'm up for fighting whatever opponent is put in front of me.
Thank you, Joreglina. And Rachel, finally for you, we always hear about your work as a social worker, and I know that's very important in your life as well, but at what point does a breakthrough on Saturday night take your focus purely into the professional game and fighting big international and domestic fights? Is that the dream for you? I know you're passionate about your work as well, but Saturday changes everything, really, in that respect.
It does. You know what? I'll just take things as they come. Whenever my work starts to affect my boxing, I will stop it without a shadow of a doubt. And there's been times where I have been very stressed, very exhausted, but I've carried on doing it. But now I've got a really, really good balance. So if ever there's a point where it is affecting it, 100% stop. But at the moment, I'm feeling the best shape I've ever been in, the strongest, fittest. So I can't even think about work while I'm here. It's just, I'm here, so I'm in the bubble, so yeah.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. Saturday night, WBA World Championship, first of our triple header on Sky Sports and DAZN. If you could come up to these marks, please.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free impartial advice on all your debt.